Hello and welcome sa panibagong video tutorial all about division of polynomials. Bago natin i-discuss iyon, let us simplify the following using the laws of exponents. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung discussion natin sa bawat law na ito, panoorin po natin sa ating channel. As you can see, karamihan dito ay naka-fraction bar, which means division. So, gagamitin natin yung mga laws of exponents na more on division. The first one, we simply divide 8 divided by 8, 1. And then here, we have the same base. We simply copy that base and subtract their exponents. So, we'll have x squared using the quotient law. The second one, we can cancel this because 4 divided by 4 is 1. Same thing with here, a to the 5th divided by itself is equal to 1. Or we can still subtract their exponents. 5 minus 5, 0. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Kaya naman naglalagay tayo ng 1 dito. And then b to the 8 over b to the 10th. 8 minus 10, that is negative 2. However, we do not want a negative exponent. That is why we still have a law about that wherein we get its reciprocal and make the exponent positive. So we'll have here 1 over b squared. Number 3, we have this quantity raised to 2. Meron ng exponent ni raised pa to another power. Let's use power of a power law wherein we distribute the exponent to each factor in the numerator and multiply their exponents. So we have 3 raised to 1 times 2, 2, y raised to 5 times 2, 10, over y to the 4th. Here we can still see variables with the same base. So we can subtract their exponents. 3 squared y, 10 minus 4, 6. So it is now 3 squared y to the 6th, or 3 squared is 9 times y to the 6th power. Next is this one. We have almost the same base, m and p, in both numerator and denominator, so we simply subtract their exponents. So we'll have m raised to 3 minus 1, 2, n raised to 5 minus 7, negative 2, and p raised to 11 minus 6, that is 5. Again, we don't want a negative exponent. Kaya naman, lagi natin hinahanap ang kanyang reciprocal at gagawin ng positive ang exponent. So we'll have m squared p to the 5th power over n squared. Napapansin nyo na pupunta sa denominator yung may negative exponent, and that is because of its reciprocal. Or yung iba, ginagawang technique is isa-subtract yung exponents at kung nasaan yung may mas malaking value, doon niya nilalagay. So ito ay nasa denominator, kaya at the end, nasa denominator pa rin ang final answer. So this is how we simplify the following using the laws of exponents. Karamihan sa ginamit natin na laws of exponents ay about quotient laws. Dahil nga, ang topic natin for today is division of polynomials. So let's start by dividing monomials. We divide first the numerical coefficients or yung mga constants bago ang mga literal coefficients or the variables by applying the laws of exponents. Here, in example number 1, the numerator is a monomial divided by another monomial in the denominator. To do this, divide first the constants. 24 divided by 6, 4, and then divide the literal coefficients by applying the laws of exponents. So we'll have the final answer 4x raised to 7 minus 5, 2, y raised to 10 minus 7, 3. So that is 4x squared y cubed. Example number 2, i-divide muna ang mga numbers or numerical coefficients. 25 divided by negative 5 is negative 5. Then, ang mga variables naman, a raised to 5 minus 1, b raised to 11 minus 3, and c raised to 1 minus 1. This variable c raised to 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Kaya naman minsan, kinakancel na lang natin yan at nilalagyan ng 1 dyan. The final answer here is negative 5a to the 4th power, b to the 8th power. And the last example, we divide the numerical coefficients. Negative 10 divided by negative 2, that is positive 5, m raised to 5 minus 3, 2, and n raised to 2 minus 6, that is negative 4. However, ayaw nga natin ng may negative exponent. So we use the negative exponent law. So therefore, our final answer here is 5m squared over n to the 4th power. Or again, ang technique nga is isubtract mo tong dalawa, 6 minus 2 is 4, at ibibigay natin yung position kung nasaan yung may mas mataas na exponent. Kaya ito ay nasa ibaba. Okay? So that's how we divide monomials. This time, let's divide a polynomial to a monomial. So here we divide each term of the polynomial by the monomial and simplify if possible. For the first one, we have this trinomial divided by a monomial. So wag kakalimutang i-distribute or i-divide isa-isa yung bawat term. 12 divided by 6 is 2. A to the 9th divided by a squared, 9 minus 2, 7. That is for the first term. Next, negative 2 over 6. Can somehow cancel this. And then we can have 1/3. And then we have a, 5 minus 2, that is positive 3. And then the last term, 6a squared divided by 6a squared. 6 divided by 6 is 1. A squared divided by a squared is 1. So this one is positive 1. We'll have 2a to the 7th minus a cubed over 3 plus 1. Example number 2. Again, one term at a time muna dito para mas maintindihan. So 8 divided by 2, 4, x divided by x, 1, y raised to 10, that is 10 minus 1, 9. So 4y to the 9th power. The second one, negative 4x to the 5th y squared divided by this. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2, x raised to 5 minus 1, 4, y raised to 2 minus 1, 1. And let's have the last term, negative 2xyz divided by 2xy. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, x divided by x is 1, y divided by y is 1, and then we have our remaining z here. So to properly write the correct answer, we have 4y to the 9th power minus 2x to the 4th y minus z. Dahil kapag ang mga exponent or numerical coefficient natin ay 1, usually we don't write that. Okay? So this is how we divide polynomial to a monomial. Sisiguraduhin lang na nadi-divide yung bawat term ng polynomial sa monomial. And the last set of examples is about dividing polynomial to a polynomial. Pareho lang ang proseso ng pagdi-divide, just like in division of whole numbers. But here, dahil mga polynomials to, we need to consider the following. First, we need to arrange the given in descending order. Ibig sabihin, dapat maayos muna na yung exponent ay nasa highest to the lowest power. Next is we divide, multiply, subtract, and so on, so forth. So, explain natin to isa-isa using this example. The numerator here is a trinomial divided by x minus 2, which is a binomial. So, sabi nga, halos parehos lamang ito ng pag-divide using the whole number. So, the numerator will be the dividend. The divisor is the denominator. As you can see, naka-arrange not actually in descending order. That means the exponent will be from highest to lowest power, 2, 1, 0. Ganun din ang divisor. Next is to divide the first term of the dividend to the first term of the divisor. So here, the dividend is 6x squared. I-divide natin ito sa first term ng divisor, which is x. So we'll have 6x squared divided by x. 6 divided by 1 is 6. X squared divided by x. Copy the base and subtract their exponents. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we're done with the second step. The third step, multiply the quotient obtained in step 2, ito yung 6x, to the whole divisor. So we'll have here 6x times x is 6x squared. 6x times negative 2 is negative 12x. Okay, so we're done with the third step. The next one is subtraction. We subtract the product obtained in step 3 from the dividend. So ito yun, isa-subtract natin from the dividend. So we'll have here 6 minus 6, that's 0. Negative 5 minus negative 12. Remember, in subtraction, we copy, we change, and we change the sign here. And then we do the operation of addition of integers. Negative 5 plus 12 is positive 7x. We just copy the variable. So we're done with step 4. And then the difference will now be your new dividend. So we'll repeat steps 2 to 4 to the new dividend. So ito na ngayon yung bagong dividend natin, which means 7x divided by x, that is 7 only because x divided by x is 1. The third step, multiply this to the whole term of the divisor, 7 times x, 7x. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. So here, we still have one remaining term here. We can bring it down so that we can subtract these two. So 7x minus 7x is 0. Again, when we subtract integers, we copy, change, and change the operation here. So 6 plus positive 14 is positive 20. And then we can continue this way until the remainder is 0 or a term lower than the divisor. So this one cannot be divided anymore by x, so this will serve as a remainder. To write the final answer, we'll have the quotient 6x plus 7. And then the remainder, we write it as a fraction where the denominator is the divisor. So we will add it to the quotient, na kung saan ito ay magiging fraction, ayan yung numerator, at ang divisor natin is yung x minus 2. So this one is the final answer for the first example. The next example, ang numerator ay ang ating dividend, in which ayan ang ilalagay natin inside the division line, while ang divisor ay ang nasa labas. Again, let's consider this before we write the given. Let's make sure to arrange the given in the descending order. So, pag sinabing descending order, the exponents must be from highest to the lowest power. So here we have 4, 2, 1, and 0. That is descending or decreasing order. However, notice na may nawawalang power dito. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Nawawala yung power ng 3 and we need to have a representative for that. So we can write x cubed, but the numerical coefficient beside that is 0, just to represent that power. Anyway, any number multiplied to 0 is 0. So let's write that given. 2x to the fourth plus 0x cubed minus 3x squared plus 60x minus 18. Again, as you can see, decreasing yung power. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tama na at nasunod na natin yung first step. The next one is to divide the first term of the dividend, 2x to the fourth, to the first term of the divisor, x. So 2x to the fourth divided by x, that is 2 divided by 1, 2, x, 4 minus 1, 3. Next is to multiply the quotient obtained in step 2 to the whole divisor. So 2x cubed will be multiplied to each. 2x cubed times x is 2x to the fourth. 2x cubed times negative 3 is negative 6x cubed. Then we subtract the product obtained in step 3 from the dividend. So we subtract this. 2x to the fourth minus 2x to the fourth is 0. 0 minus negative 6. In subtraction, again, we copy, change, and change the operation here. So we have 0 plus 6, 6, and copy the variable and the exponent. So we have 6x cubed, which is the difference. And it will now be our new dividend. So we repeat the steps 2 to 4. 6x cubed divided by x, positive 6x squared. Next is we multiply 6x squared times x, 6x cubed, and 6x squared times negative 3, that is negative 18x squared. So we can bring down this and then subtract. So 6 minus 6 is 0. We copy, change, and change. We'll have negative 3 plus positive 18. So that is positive 15x squared. And then we can also bring this down, plus 60x. And then repeat again the process. 15x squared divided by x. That is 15x. We multiply 15x times x, that's 15x squared. 15x times negative 3, that's negative 45x. And then subtract. 15 minus 15, 0. We copy, change, and change. So we'll have 60 plus positive 45, that is 105x. And then we bring down the last one, which is negative 18. Repeat again the process. 105x divided by x, that is 105 na lang. So 105 times x, that is 105x. 105 times 3, that is negative 315. And then subtract. This is 0. Negative 18 minus negative 315. Copy, change, and change. So we'll have negative 18 plus positive 315. That is 297. This will now serve as our remainder. We have the quotient 2x cubed plus 6x squared plus 15x plus 105 plus the remainder 297 over the divisor x minus 3. This is how we divide polynomial to another polynomial. To sum it up, to divide polynomials, just divide the numerical coefficients or the constants the same way as you divide integers, and divide also the literal coefficients or the variable, still considering the laws of exponents. Kapag polynomial to another polynomial naman, we must remember to arrange first the given in descending order and follow the steps in dividing whole numbers, still considering the application of laws of exponents. Here, we have more examples here for you to try on. Please try it in your notebook, pause this video for a while, and play it afterwards para ma-check kung nakuha nyo rin ang tamang sagot. So, thank you for listening. Medyo mahaba lamang yung process ng ating pag-divide, but with enough practice, for sure, you will still master the division process of polynomials. Thank you and God bless.